Hi Violetta, this is Steve, and I'm getting ready to pack your dimensions, and I wanted to send you a video showing you how everything should look when it's all set up. Here's the stand. It's got the two legs that come out the front that are longer. The shorter ones go in the back. There's 3 sections to the pole, and then there's a back bracket that will mount onto the back of the dimensions. So that's how it all looks when it's set up. And then I'll show you how to connect these wires. There's 2 wires that come off of the back, and I'll show you how to connect those. So now I'm going to show you how to assemble the base, the standing base for your dimensions. So first of all, you'll have a piece that looks like this is a tube with the 4 points coming out. It has the hole in the back, if you notice. So that'll be the back side that goes towards the wall. So the first thing you're going to do, you'll have that, and then you'll also have 2 bars that come out with wheels that are smaller. Those are for the back side. And then you have 2 longer ones, and those are for the front side. It's going to come with a bag of screws with an Allen head end on it. So I'll show you how to use those. It'll also come with an Allen wrench to tighten everything up. That's all you'll need. It'll come with 2 of these here. You'll notice that there's some screw holes, and then there's also an Allen head nut or screw that's in here as well. So those, if they're apart, one goes together. It's clear on one side, and then it has holes on the other. So there's 2 of those, just like that. And then there's 1 riser pole that also has the holes across the back. So it's very simple to assemble. All you're going to do is you're going to take the side that has the holes with the base, and you're going to put the 2 smaller legs with the wheels on, with the wheels facing down and the hole in the back. So there's 2 of those that'll go on. And then you'll have these screws. It's very simple. And you're going to go ahead and put the screws in and tighten them up. So I'll put 2 in for now. And then we'll put the front legs on as well. So then now that was the one, so it should look like this. The 2 smaller legs with the hole in the back. As you can see, 2 smaller legs, hole in the back. Then you'll flip it over, that'll be the front side, and you go ahead with the wheels facing down, and you'll put both of the legs on. And the same thing, you're going to put the screws in and tighten them down. So when this is complete, you'll have all of the screws in and tightened down, and that's how you assemble the base. So the next step will be put it down, and then you'll notice that there's a hole on the back. This is the same. This is all across the back side. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this bracket here that pieces together. So it'll look like this. It's clear on one side, and it has the holes and a set screw here in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and put that in right like that. So you have the holes across the back, and that sets in. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this tube here, is the next riser tube. It also has holes. So we're going to line that up and just slide it right on like that. It's very simple. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our Allen wrench, and we're going to tighten the center screw. Just tighten it up. Doesn't have to be too tight, just nice and snug, and that'll hold this in place for now. And then the next thing we're going to do is there are 2 holes here for screws. So we're going to go ahead and put the screws in those now. Just pop those in like this and tighten them up. Then take your wrench and make sure that they're tight. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next step. So here's the back side of the Cyclops that already has the bracketing attached, so you won't have to do anything. This is all set and tight in place, so you're not going to have to do anything at this point. The next thing you're going to do is we're just going to mount the base on to this section here and then you'll be ready to stand it up and plug it in and be ready to go. So I'll reset up and show you how to assemble the last section. So the last step is very simple. You're going to take this bracket, the second one, put it together. Again, smooth side on one side, and then it has the holes and the screw on the other. And then we're going to take our base here, and we're going to set this one in here and get it ready. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of the screws and go ahead and put it into the bottom, just like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just slip this into place and put the other screw in, just like that. And then we're going to tighten this down, the centerpiece down with a nut thing, and then tighten these, and you are ready to go. Once these are tight, you're ready to stand your dimensions up and plug all of the wires in. So just a caution here, this is going to wobble. You should probably use 2 people, and always keep this bottom section where the coil is protected at all times when you're setting up. This part here should be the last piece that you remove when you're unpacking. Keep this set in place so it protects everything, and then take it off once you have your dimensions on the stand and everything's upright and ready to go. So you'll lift this up and stand the wheels onto the ground. So again, just to let you know, you're going to keep this bottom packaging in place while you set everything up on your dimensions so that the coil does not get damaged. It's very important that you don't lay the coil or touch the wires. They can get damaged, and it could ruin the piece. So please be careful and keep this all in place while you're assembling the stand. And once you get everything up and in place onto the stand, then you can go ahead and remove that section. So here's everything that will come together in the box with the kit. You'll have 2 amplifiers. The top amplifier is your preamplifier, so you'll turn that on to start with, and then the second amplifier is your volume that will actually increase and decrease the volume into the dimensions. So you'll have the 2 amplifiers, and then in the back of the amplifiers, I'm going to leave all of the connections together, but this is what the back looks like. And the only thing that you're going to have to do is plug in the 2 power adapters, which here are the power adapters that I'll provide. There's 2 of them. They have a regular plug on one end, and then the plug here goes into the back of the amplifiers. So what you'll do is you'll just take those and you'll plug them into the back of the amplifier like that. So when both amplifiers have the plugs in, they should look just like that. Then the only other connection you're going to need to do is you'll have this connection that comes from the back of the dimensions, comes off the back, and then there's a red and a black connection. So where those are going to go is right down here on the bottom. I'll show you. Pull these out. Right down here on the bottom, you'll have 2. You have this one and this one. Those are the only 2 that you're going to use. And if you notice, there's a little plus and minus. So the minus will be the black, and the plus will be the red. So basically, all you'll have to do is plug this one in there, that one in there. That's the only connection you're going to have to worry about with the amplifiers, and then the power, which were these 2 cords in here. So when everything's set up, this is exactly what it'll look like. So the next thing you'll notice is off of the top amplifier, there's a lead that comes out for, oops, where is it? A lead that comes out that will connect into your preamp. So it'll come with a preamp, and if you notice on the preamp, it says right here, output and input. So what you'll want to do with this one is put this one from the amplifier to the output side. That goes here. So this is what it should look like going to the output. And then the input is going to come from your cell phone. So you have your cell phone, you'll have your connector, and the connector comes out and then that is going to go into the input of your preamp, just like that. And that's all you'll need to do to be set up. And then when you're running your amplifier, you just turn this all the way up. You'll see the red light come on, and turn this all the way up, and then you're ready to go to adjust your amplifiers into your dimensions. So there's a second cord that comes off of the back of the Dimensions, which is the power cord for all of the accent lighting on your Dimensions. So what you'll do with that is you're going to plug that in, and then you have a switch. So all you have to do is flip the switch. Another thing that I'm going to provide you is this is what's called a step-down converter. Because everything in this system is designed to work on United States power, 110 volt, it's good that you use this. So what it has in here is there's a plug that plugs into the main unit like this, and that has different adapters depending on which one works for your country. So that I gave with all of the different adapters. Then what you'll do, there's a power switch, so you'll push the power on, and then you'll connect all of your pieces from your Dimensions, amplifiers and everything into this device here, including there's a USB on the back for your preamp. So I'll plug everything in and I'll show you how that works. So when everything's connected, you're going to have, it should look like this. These are your two power supplies for your amplifiers. And then this is the cord that goes to the lighting to turn your lights on and off. And then this is the connector for the preamp so you can charge your preamp. So that's how everything should connect with this. And then this will plug through the plug into your wall. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to plug in your phone into the system, turn on the amplifiers, and get the frequencies running through your Dimensions. So the first step will be to connect your phone. So you'll have your phone. Let me turn this one on. And I have a frequency generator app here on the phone. So you can download the frequency generator app on your phone. And then what I like to do is make sure that the volume on your phone is all the way up before you plug anything in. And then you're going to do a test on the frequencies. So you should be able to hear the frequencies playing lightly. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take the phone adapter that I've provided, and you're going to plug it in. And you should hear the frequency stop playing. That means it's recognized the phone and it's connected properly. If the frequencies keep playing, then it's not recognizing the connector and we might need to use a different connector. You'll also notice up at the top, there's going to be a little icon that should be on your phone that tells you that it's connected into the headphone setup. So after you've done that, you'll go ahead and you'll take your preamp and you're going to turn the volume power all the way up on your preamp, just like that. So the little red light should come on and the volume will go all the way up. And you have your input from your cell phone, and then your output will go to the amplifiers. So the next step after you've got that done is you're going to turn the top amplifier on. You'll see the blue light will come on, and you're going to turn it up to about between 50 and 75%. Now this is your preamp. This is the amp that puts power into the system, but this one on the bottom is the one that controls the volume for your device. So as you turn this up and you hold the magnet to the center of your Dimensions, the higher you turn it, the more power you're going to get from your system. If the magnet is not moving, then the system is not connected properly, and the only thing that would be wrong would be the connection from your phone. So if you have your frequencies playing, you can turn this volume up and down as you like. You can keep it up to close to 100%, and then you can adjust the volume here. If you get these all up to close to 100%, you're going to be putting out a lot of power into the frequencies going out of your Dimensions. So I would recommend probably around between 50 and 75. You could go up to 100% if you desire. So once everything is set up and you've got the amplifiers on and you're playing your frequencies, you'll see when you put the magnet up to the center, the magnet will start vibrating a lot. So that shows that everything is functioning properly, and you've got your frequencies, and you can adjust from your phone or any other device to program the frequencies in and play anything that you like. If you have any questions, contact Steve at FrequenzWave.com. You can also email me at FrequenzWave@gmail.com.